We have now what we call green malt, basically a live malt. Hopefully we have timed it just right and provided the right conditions to have healthy little plants that haven't used up too much starch yet and have made available all the enzymes that we can use later. At this moment, we need to kill the plant and preserve those ingredients. We turn up the heat and hit the baby barley with warm, dry air to kill it. This process is called kilning. We no longer have green malt, but now we have malted barley. Those little roots dry up and we clean up the seeds, getting rid of any dust and rootlets, and are left with malted barley. This malted barley can be stored for many months in this state. How we kilned the green malt, as in how hot the air was, whether we used an aromatic smoke to provide that hot air, can all make for different types of malted barley, now often just called malt. If we are really aiming for maximum enzyme preservation and available starches, this type of malt is called distiller's malt. But a hot kilning can give us some nice nutty caramel flavors, or even a really dark malt with chocolate character. But that can also damage our enzymes. Maybe the flavor we are after is worth it. Often, we'll take a few different malts to get our recipe just right. So we have our amylase enzymes and we have starches in the malt. Next, we need to make them more accessible by crushing them in a process called milling. We have some practical considerations here as well. If we milled them into a fine powder, once we added water, it would turn into a thick porridge like cement. What we do instead is mill in a way to have particles of different sizes. The husks can be rough, and then the endosperm of the starches can be ground into almost flour. This ground up malt or milled malt is called grist. And depending on whether you're making beer or spirits, you might tweak the consistency of the grist. Milling has now made our enzymes and starches much more accessible. So now we can add the water and do the gelatinization or unwinding of the starches in what's called mashing. Our barley malt loves 63-64C for that gelatinization and amylase enzyme efficiency. So our magic happens now, and the enzymes get to work with the water, converting starch to glucose. If we have good grist, good malt, and that perfect temperature, we can pretty much be done in an hour. The sweet liquid is drained from the tank. Those barley husks help with drainage here. This sugary liquid is called wort, and it gets cooled down to fermentation temperatures and sent quickly over to the fermentation tanks.